Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Sally the Empath here. Now I may not record every day. I might choose to record every other day, but I wanted to start this theme of like a daily topic, so to speak. Now I started to do fasting because I wanted to cleanse my body, and so today is day one of my fast. So I want to talk about willpower, but more so I want to talk about you are what you eat. So that's what today's topic is going to be. Food as an energy source, food as medicine, and food as knowledge. Okay. So I recently went back to my roots of becoming a vegetarian. I've always been back and forth with that diet because obviously you are a product of your environment. So if you're working all the time, you're at the mercy of what's available to you in the environment that you are. So a lot of us find it hard to diet. A lot of us find it hard to stick to being disciplined with eating food because of the environment that we're in. Okay. But I've always known that when I eat certain foods, I get a certain reaction. I feel a certain way than if I eat junk, right? So I've always known that going vegetarian, vegan, all that good stuff, that was definitely for me. But there's more to it. So I'm not vegan totally yet. It's just kind of hard to do that because all the ingredients are out there and all the stuff, just the way that the food industry is polluted. Let's just put it that way. But vegetarian is a good start, and I can definitely stay strong with that diet because it makes me feel good from the inside out. Now, why do I want to talk about this topic about you are what you eat? Well, because it's true. You can do your research out there and you can see that a lot of holistic healers, doctors, you just name it. If you do any research about food and diet, there's going to be a pattern, and the pattern is that certain foods will give you a certain outcome, right? Food is used as medicine. It can be used as for healing purposes. Certain foods. Foods can cure cancer and other things. They just don't want to tell you these things. And obviously you have plants and food for recreational use, right? So it really is the source of all things. And it does, not to go into religion or what you believe in, but we are connected to nature, okay? Um, and we are what we eat. So let me give you an example. This may not be true for everybody, but it's true for most. I firmly believe, my opinion, okay, if you're all you eat is meat, all sorts of meat, you're a carnivore to the extreme. People that find someone that eats only meat, okay, like a lot of meat, you're gonna find that the characteristics of that person are gonna be very animalistic. Okay, they might tend to be an aggressive person in a way, or maybe the way they speak. I'm not saying like aggressive, like they might, but they might have a strong personality. Let's just put it that way. They may even be a big person, physically. They may appear to be big boned or big or whatever. Because what I'm trying to say is the food source that you put in yourself ultimately manipulates your body, this physical vessel that we're in. Okay, so if you're eating animals, you're going to become an animal to some sort of extent. And that could be in your personality, that could be in your physical state, that could be in the way you perceive things. Just kind of pay attention to what I'm saying, okay? And do your own tests and theories about this and what I'm explaining, okay? One of the things I like to preach is love and humanity, which means, try not to judge anyone, take things for what they are, but ask questions, okay? So the next time you're in an environment and someone acts rowdy, someone acts crazy, before you're like, wow, that person is an animal, right? Stop and kind of detach yourself from the situation and look at what they were eating, look at what their environment, there's reasons, cause and effect. There's reasons for, why we act a certain way, and a lot of it is what we put in, we get out, okay? So what I noticed when I started eating more plant-based not only did I feel better, I always known like there's a connection to nature and us. And I swear, like, your body is so smart. If you just pay attention to it, it'll tell you what it needs. Okay, and everybody's different. But I noticed when I would eat the just vegetables and fruit, not only did I feel lighter and I would have to go to the bathroom less, but I felt more positive. Like, literally throughout the day, I would be smiling more. I would be happy for whatever reason. I mean, I'm a happy person to begin with, but extra. Okay, so I started to pay attention to this. Like, why is it when I eat certain things, I feel a certain way versus other things? Same thing. When I used to eat the hamburgers and the steak and all that, I would feel very sluggish, very heavier, in all sense of the words, and sometimes grouchy. And sometimes it's like I couldn't get enough of it. It's something to do with they do with the food. It's like, they make things addictive. Anyways, but when I would eat the plant-based meals, my mind was clearer. I could sleep better. And I have a problem with the sleep. You guys know that I keep mentioning them, kind of like an insomnia. But when I eat a certain way, I have to sleep less. I sleep better. And my body welcomes it. It kind of says thank you, and it produces better. I have more energy to do things throughout the day. So it's a cause and effect thing. Okay, now I want to take this into a different direction. Not only are what you eat, okay, and food is medicine. Anytime I have some sort of ailment, I'll just search. I'll literally do a Google search and say, okay, what foods do I need to ingest that research has proven can heal this or that. That's how I make my meals. I base my meals on, if I'm feeling a certain way, I'm gonna eat a certain thing that day. Okay, that's just me. I usually eat all plant-based, but like I cater my meals to specific things. Okay, I've noticed since I've stopped drinking, and I never was a big drinker, more of a social drinker, but stopped in general. And I stopped eating the meat. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm Puerto Rican, so our Spanish food is so good that I will break it, my vow, whatever, once in a while. So even though I do have a strong will, and I am very disciplined, once in a while I'll treat myself to that Puerto Rican food because it's in my heritage, and it's because my choice, I want to. But 99.99% of the time, I'm eating vegetarian, okay? So what I notice is not only, again, physically did I digest better, do I feel better, my energy source went better, my mind was so clear that, like, if I had a question about something, an answer would come right away. I was less fearful. I was more confident. And I'm telling you, it's a direct correlation to what I put in my body. It's the food, because food is medicine, okay? I felt like smarter, just all these things. And I had more, wrong plane, I had more willpower. And I've proven this. And it's actually been very impressive and fun to do. Because I've cleansed my body, because I eat the right things, because I'm giving my body what it needs, because I'm close to nature, because I respect animals and things, I have more willpower. So when I get those tendencies, like for example, with this fasting, I'm going to fast for like 2 to 3 days, and then I'm starting this new thing where it's like to cleanse my body. I'm going to do some fasting to clear my mind, and then I'm pretty much put back into my body the right elements, okay? And then fast again. So it's kind of like a little self-experiment that I'm doing to detox and to get more spiritually sound and to get more clear-minded. Okay. So with this fasting, this is a great example. The willpower comes like this. So I know my mind is telling me I'm not going to eat for 2 to 3 days. So I've made that decision. Told my mind, hey, we're not going to eat for 2 to 3 days. My body starts grumbling. It's like I told my mind this, and it's already starting a battle. It's like, nope, you're going to eat. I'm going to tempt you to eat. Okay? It's funny, right? How things happen. But because of the clarity of my mind, and because I've been eating vegetarian, and because I have the right foods in my system, and it's so hilarious how temptation works. Like earlier, I was looking at a bag of chips, and I was about to reach for it, and I said, no, you're fasting. You can't eat that. Like 2 seconds. Yeah, and it's funny, again, the demons that surround you. how when you make your mind up to do something, they tempt you like you've never been tempted before. And all I said was I made up my mind to say I'm going to do this fasting thing. And so everywhere it's like I never think about food like this. And so because my mind is made up, I'm like, oh, I should make this for dinner. Oh, I should eat this. I should. And again, mine keeps telling me because it's pretty solid. No, you're fasting. So that willpower is there. You know what I mean? And it's exciting to know that I can conquer that. Like no matter what thoughts are fed into my head, no matter what visually stimulating things are thrown at me, I can say no, I'm good. Like with the alcohol. I was always a social drinker, and I enjoy drinking out in company because to me that's fun. Like to me, drinking really shouldn't be a habit; it should be a social thing. We interact with friends or whatever. But even then, I've like stopped because again, the outcome of drinking is feeling sluggish, feeling grouchy, feeling short-tempered. I don't like that feeling. There's a reason for that, and I'll make a video about alcohol in a separate session. But today's about willpower, and you are what you eat. So because my mind is clear, when I am going at the grocery store and I'm passing by the liquor aisle and oh, there's a new fruity drink out there I haven't tried, and I'm tempted, I look at it, my willpower brings me back and it says, no, you stop drinking. And it's as simple as that. Literally, it's like, no, you made up your mind, you stop. You don't need that. And it's so funny when people say quit cold turkey. You can quit cold turkey if your mind is solid. If your body is detoxing, your mind is solid, nothing is impossible. You cannot get tempted. You might have the thought, like sure, the thought is going to cross your mind, but your actions, you won't cross that line. So it's a beautiful thing. And if you don't believe me, I challenge you to do this. I challenge you start with like 2 days. Okay, let's be realistic. Make them small tasks. 2 days. Cut out the meat, cut out the crap, cleanse your body. Okay, so on day 1, cleanse your body. Okay, so waters, lots of liquids, veggies. Let's do fruit and veggies. Okay, the next day, if you drink, let's not drink, right? And just like, and then start the fasting, the detox. By the end of the week, because if you can get to do 2 days of not eating meat, trying to clear your mind, trying to fast, detox, whatever, you're going to notice a change and you're going to want to continue. By the end of the week, if you last that long, you would have changed not only in your mind, but you're going to change a lot of behaviors. You're going to see that willpower. So if you last a whole week, okay, take my challenge of detoxing, going vegetarian, not eating meats, and just clearing your mind, stopping the liquor. Watch what happens at the end of that week. If you can tell me nothing changed, but you stuck to it, you did exactly what I said, and nothing changed, then I gotta say you're not human. Do you know what I mean? Because everybody is affected when they do this, because nature is a very smart thing. Our bodies are made of nature. Our bodies are, beautiful things, the way they're designed. Listen to your body. It tells you what it needs, but there's a connection to, and there's a formula to the right things to input, and then with the output you will get. Okay, so just take that challenge, and I would love to hear the comments of people who've already done this, who have experience of what I'm talking about. You are what you eat. But if you can just find the initial willpower to do this for like 2 days, start with 2 days, then continue to the week, I guarantee you will change your mind. I guarantee you're going to see things a lot differently. It might even change your life. Take the challenge. Let me know what happens. Okay? God bless. Love you all. And be good to one another.